Foundation Young Champs. Today I'm going to speak to you a little bit about sports science. So when we talk about sports science or a sports science department, their main objective is to measure. So when we talk about football, we have the five main pillars, which is your technical, tactical, social, physical and mental. The objective of a sports science department is to measure as many of these aspects as we can so that we have a better understanding of your player and we can help them hit peak performance. Whether you talk of a youth setup or a senior setup, the job of the sports scientist still remains the same. However, how they carry out the objective will be different. For example, in the youth setup, we will still measure all of these things, but the focus will be on development. In a senior environment, you still measure all of these five different aspects, but the objective now becomes on how do we get them to hit peak performance at every game. So when you talk about a sports science department, it's typically centered around four main pillars. Your four pillars are load management, fatigue and recovery, growth and maturation, and fitness testing. So now, even though we go from a youth and a senior setting and the objectives change, these four pillars stay constant because we do know that some players will also continue to grow into their early 20s. So even though growth and maturation is less significant in a senior environment, it is still very important so that we know that we're understanding all different aspects of this player. So now when we talk about a youth setup, when we talk about these four pillars, even within the youth environment, from a 12 to a 17-year-old, these four pillars will change their significance. For example, for a 12-year-old, they're typically pre-pubertal, pre-PHV, so they're still not growing very quickly, they're growing at a steady pace. So you typically wouldn't focus on load management as much. You want them to be efficient movers. So you focus on just getting them to learn those movement skills so they're very proficient in all planes of movement and they're able to carry their bodies very well. When you start going into 13s and 14s, the players are now hitting their growth spurts, they're hitting PHV, they're hitting puberty, and they're suddenly growing very quickly. So now our objective now becomes, can the player handle that sort of newfound stature, newfound height, newfound weight? So our objective then becomes focusing on load management to make sure they grow into their bodies well, they're able to control the load that we're putting on them well, and they're able to basically develop the way they have to, and we just typically monitor that and try to make sure that they're getting the best of the environment. Now when you move into 16s and 17s, it becomes a little bit more about your position. So now what we start asking the players, or we start asking the environment is, that now that you're sort of in that 16s and 17s, your growth spurt is over, can you start understanding what are the demands of that position, of that space? So what would typically happen is, along of course with the coach's opinion of that situation, each player is then sort of encouraged to focus on the metrics that are important to their position. So now if you have a player who wants to play as a central defender but you think that physically they're not at the stature that you want them to be, you can then put them in the gym for a specific program that will help them grow into that sort of positional requirement. If you have a player who wants to suddenly move positions from being a winger, from a striker to a winger, you know that the distances that they cover will be very different. So then you start changing their physical capacities or helping them reach that sort of physical capacity that is required for that position. Again, now even though we still focus on all of the four metrics, like I said, we've changed our focus from different things. Even when we're talking about different physical aspects that we train, so strength, speed, power, agility, all of those things, each of them we will still train from 12 to 17. It's just the kind of training that you use will be very specific to that age group because we know that players adapt differently based on what phase of growth and maturation they are on. Now when you move into a senior environment, everything becomes about performance. Everything is about, can the player give their 100% and can they give their max output at every game. So now the objective then becomes more centered around games. So you look at their match performance, match output, you look at the playing system that they were in, you look at the playing system that the coach expects them to play in, and then we try and help them again get all the physical abilities that are required for that new playing system that they're moving into. This would again then look into what are the typical players in that position, what are they used to doing, what are current players doing, what are the physical metrics that are generally generated in a game, can we help our players get there, and over a period of time can we also help them raise the bar every single game, every single time. So even though sports science is a very broad field, of course, and this video is also a very generalized, broad explanation of what we do. It is the attention to detail that we try to put into the work so that we can get the best out of the player and the environment, which works we hope will help the team get the best out of that game, their training, their match, and every single session that they get on the pitch. So if you have any other question, please feel free to reach out to me, and thank you for listening.